Hello children, I welcome you again in science class. Children, in my last video we have discussed about we have started new chapter, that was chapter number 3, synthetic fibers and plastic. In that video we have just understand the chapter, what we are going to learn in this chapter. So basically it was the introduction of that chapter. Let's quickly revise. In that chapter, in that video, we have discussed what is fiber, how fiber can convert it into fabric, and types of fabric. Okay, so we have two types of fabric, or we can say that we have two types of fiber, that is natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are those fibers, children, which we get from the nature, and synthetic fibers are those fibers which are man-made, which are made by man, which we do not get from the nature, which do not exist in the nature, children. Okay, so what are the examples of natural fibers? Natural fibers are cotton, silk, wool, etc., and synthetic fiber. So today we are going to discuss about types of synthetic fiber. In that video we have discussed about natural fibers, cotton, wool, silk, etc., but today we are going to discuss about types of synthetic fiber. So let's start with today's topic. Now our today's video is depend on these three terms. First is rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic. Today we are going to discuss about all these artificial fibers. Artificial fibers are also called synthetic fibers, also called man-made fibers and artificial fibers. Okay, children, one by one we are going to discuss about all three of them. Let's start with rayon. Okay, rayon. Rayon, we can say that rayon is an artificial fiber. Okay, so basically it is an artificial silk and first man-made fiber. Why we are saying that it is the first man-made fiber, children? Because it is made by man. But one thing I would in this, we can't say it is fully synthetic fiber, children, because it is made by man, that is correct, but it is not fully synthetic fiber because the main material which is used for making this artificial silk is wood pulp, and that is available in the nature. So we can't say this artificial silk, this rayon, is fully man-made fiber. Okay, so let's discuss how we can make this artificial silk. Children, you know that silk is very much famous when we talk about garments, when we talk about saris. Silk look very beautiful on women's when they wear silk sari. The texture of that silk is very good. So because of this beautiful texture, beautiful material, this silk is very much costly. Silk is basically obtained from the silkworm. So because of this beautiful texture, because of it is obtained from the nature, the cost of silk is very costly. Everyone is not able to afford that silk. Okay, but women's other all the people like silk very much. Because of that, scientists decide to form artificial silk. In comparison to the original silk, the cost of artificial silk is less, so that market can fulfill the demand of silk. And we can say that the production of silk is very slow because in comparison to demand, also because it is obtained from the silkworm, we are dependent on the silkworm for obtaining silk. So when the texture is very beautiful, everyone wants that. Okay, so the demand is very much. So because of fulfilling the demand as well as, and the cost of that texture is very much high. So for fulfilling both the needs, this artificial silk is came out in the market. Okay, children, let's discuss more about this artificial silk, how it gets produced, which material we need, and why it is not considered as fully man-made fiber. This is the first man-made fiber, children, but it is not fully artificial fiber. So let's discuss more about this. Children, rayon is also termed as artificial silk because it resembles silk, but it is not a original silk. It is a an artificial silk. If you talk about natural silk, it is obtained from silk worm. The process of extraction of silk from silkworm is very costly, children. But the quality of silk is very beautiful and attractive. Everyone wants to use that original silk. That is why demand of silk is very much in the market. Because of that, this artificial silk is developed for just because of the demand of silk in 1990, and rayon is the first artificial silk which is made by man. Okay, it just appear like silk and resemblance is just like original silk. So now question arises here, how we can make this rayon, how we can make artificial silk, that is called rayon. Artificial silk, that is rayon, is primarily obtained from wood pulp. Okay, let's see that how exactly rayon is produced. So rayon is primarily obtained from wood pulp. Wood pulp, what is wood pulp here, children? Wood pulp is nothing but a plant source. We can say that wood pulp is nothing, it is a plant source. So basically it is obtained from plant sources, and plant sources is natural. It is already existing thing. Since rayon is made from natural existing in nature, just because of that, rayon is also called semi-synthetic. We are not we can't say that rayon is fully synthetic fiber. It is a semi-synthetic fiber because the material which is used for making rayon is wood pulp, and that wood pulp is already exist in nature, children. Okay, I think you are getting my point, because the raw material which is needed for producing rayon is wood pulp, and wood pulp is naturally thing which generates in nature. Wood pulp contain polymer. What wood pulp contain? Wood pulp contain polymer. Okay, polymer. And which polymer it contains? Cellulose. Cellulose is a polymer. So this cellulose, when chemically converted into soluble compound, after this soluble compound pass through spinneret. Remember, children, we have discussed in the first video of this chapter about spinneret. What is spinneret? Spinneret is a kind of disc structure through which thick liquid pass and come out in a form of thin fiber. And when these thin fiber come out from spinneret, it gets solidified. When they get solidified completely, they form rayon fiber, or we can say that it come out in a form of synthetic fiber. This is the whole process. About spinneret, children, we have discussed in the video first, and that I have made you clear that how actually synthetic fiber made with the help of spinneret. Again, I am repeating that spinneret is a disc like structure in which initially thick liquid pass, and from the whole of that spinneret thin fibers came out, and collectively those thin fibers called synthetic fiber or rayon. What kind of material we are putting inside, according to that you get the fibers. Okay, after this, let's move to the next slide. Next slide is based on rayon advantages, where this rayon is very much useful. Resembles silk in appearance. So best property about rayon is it just look like silk, cheaper than the original silk, because now we are not originally getting silk from the silkworm. We are generating silk from artificial method, so that is why automatically the cost is less. Can be dyed in various color. So when we are getting silk from the silkworm, we are not able to dye it properly. We can say that it is not available in many colors. But when we talk about the artificial silk, we can dye that easily. We can color those artificial rayon according to our requirement. Like we can have that silk in red color, blue color, black, yellow, so on. Due to rayon is available in many color, it look like a silk. It is actually in demand for making different types of clothes, children. You can get very good bed sheets, carpets in the market very easily, and it can be easily mixed with other fabric also. So here we can say that this artificial silk shows many characteristics. It can mix with various other fabric also, so that we can make different kinds of material, children. Rayon is mixed with cotton. It can mix with cotton. You may have observed shiny appearance on the bed sheet. So that shiny appearance on those bed sheet is just because of rayon. Like we can say that we buy bed sheets for our home. We mostly prefer cotton bed sheets. So in that cotton bed sheets also shiny appearance is there, and that shiny appearance just because of the rayon. Just because of the rayon. Okay, children. So when we are making artificial fabrics, those fabrics can mix with other fabrics as well as, and they give different results, children. Is that clear? So this property we don't get with the original one, because original we get original material from that particular plant or animal source. We can't change the characteristic. But when we are making artificially something, that time we can change the characteristic of that material according to the our need. Like if we are making ice cream in the home, so if we want mango flavor, so we use mango essence in that. If we want chocolate, we use that chocolate essence in that. So according to our need, we are changing the characteristic of ice cream. Though procedure of making ice cream is same, but according to our need, we are just changing the flavors. In the same manner, when we are making the artificial silk, when we are making any artificial fiber, that time we can change the color, we can change little bit changes in that according to our need. Okay, children. Now let's move to the next synthetic fiber, that is nylon. Nylon is first man-made fully synthetic fiber. Now, when we were talking about rayon, we said that it is man-made fiber, first man-made fiber, but it is not fully synthetic fiber. But in the case of nylon, children, we are saying that it is fully synthetic fiber. Why? Nylon is another man-made fiber in 1931 it was made without using any natural raw material. We can say that in making nylon we are not using any plant or animal source. So there is no natural raw material in this. For making nylon we are using cold water and air. Nylon fibers are very strong, elastic and light. We use many articles made from nylon in our day-to-day life, children, like socks, ropes, tent, toothbrushes, car seat belts, sleeping bag, curtain, etc. So nylon is very much common in our life, children. We can say that. Rayon, as comparison to rayon, we have seen that we are saying that rayon is semi-synthetic fiber. It is obtained from nature, but when we are talking about children nylon, it is fully synthetic fiber. That means it is obtained from substances which are not naturally polymer. It is obtained artificially, that is, it is fully synthetic fibers. So, if you look at that structure of nylon, they are polymers which are formed from monomers. We are not going to discuss in details the structure of nylon, children, because the structure of nylon is not in your syllabus. When you move to the higher classes, that time you will get that. But I would like to make you understand that nylon is made up of combination of different monomers. Repeatedly they join together to form a polymer. Children, this thing we have discussed earlier also. Like when we are saying that it is a polymer, polymer is chain of monomers. Okay. So this full chain is called polymer. Individually this is called monomer. So many monomers join together to form a polymer. Okay. So for making nylon we don't need any specific polymer. It is made from raw material like coal, water and air. So for making nylon we don't need any special thing. We only need coal, water, air. Okay. Some acids are prepared, some amine are prepared, then they react to form called as nylon. For making nylon, these few coal, water, air, they all react together and nylon is formed. So nylon do not exist in nature, we can say. So first nylon, I told you that it is produced in 1931. So this was the year when the first nylon was produced. Nylon which was produced called, the first nylon which was produced is called nylon 6,6. So nylon is actually formed in chemical plant from organic material obtained from coal. What is organic material here, children? Organic material are those who contain carbon. So in the process of preparation of nylon, what happens to fairly large molecules reacted together at moderate temperature and pressure. And what happened? They release molecules and we get polymer that is called nylon 6/6. So this process in which polymer obtain, this is called polymerization. So whole thing we are discussing that first is nylon 66 by the organic material. Okay, so these are very much in detail. This is not in your syllabus. We just we should know that nylon is the fully synthetic fiber. It do not depend on the nature, and nylon is formed from the chemical reaction and it is purely synthetic fiber. There is no relation with nature or with man process. We can say that. This is sufficient for you to know. Now let's move to the next slide. Next slide is about nylon advantages, where we use nylon and what are the advantages of nylon. Nylon is strong and elastic. So, when we are talking about the advantages of nylon, the most important property of nylon is strong. So, when I say it is very strong, it means it is extremely strong, children. For example, if you talk about nylon rope, what is rope? Rope is rassi. So you can easily compare with iron and steel rod easily. It is that much strong, children. This rope is easily used in rope climbing. It is that much strong. This rope can easily handle the weight of person. So you heard about the mountain climbing. That time what those climbers use? Rope. So that rope is around the that mountain, and with the help of that rope, person go towards the up direction. So only single person is not there at the time of mountain climbing. Okay, multiple person are also there, so that rope can easily handle the weight of multiple persons too. Second advantage of nylon is it is very light. So if rope weight is very much, then the person is not able to climb. So that is why rope weight is very less, so that a person can climb easily. And it is strong too. It is easy to wash. Nylon is used for making clothes, ropes, tents, belts, parachutes. Okay. So these are the advantages of nylon. Nylon, the important property of nylon is it is first fully synthetic fiber. Remember this. Rayon is the first man-made fiber, but it is not fully synthetic, children. Fully synthetic fiber is only nylon. Now, let's move to the next slide. It's about polyester. This is a third type of synthetic fiber. This is a third type of synthetic fiber. Here, poly means many, and ester, it is again a polymer in which multiple ester is linked. Two words is there, poly and ester. Poly means many and ester means multiple polymers. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Synthetic fiber. Polyester is also a synthetic fiber. Fabric made from this fiber does not get wrinkled easily. Polymer containing multiple units linked by ester linkages. Now many esters are there, they are linked together, they make polymer. So this is the formation of polyester. And before we start with polyester preparation, children, the best property about polyester is it do not wrinkled. Wrinkled means, what is the meaning of wrinkled? Like we need to press the clothes to reduce the wrinkles on the dresses. So the polyester made dresses are wrinkle free. It remains crisp and easy to wash. So it is quite suitable for making dress material. You must have seen people wearing polyester shirts and other dresses. Terylene is a popular polyester. It can be drawn into very fine fibers and that can be woven like other yarn. Okay, so prepared from again cold water and air. It is prepared from these three raw materials. It is now polyester is also mixed with other fiber, like we can say that poly plus cotton. So when this polyester is mixed with cotton, it become poly cotton. It become poly cotton. Like artificial silk is mixed with cotton, that give shiny appearance on cotton. In the same manner, polyester can be mixed with cotton, it becomes poly cotton material. It is done so that we get new material which is used to make bed sheet and other things. Okay, so polyester is obtained from coal, air, water, and petroleum. It is obtained from petroleum, that is petrochemical. It is formed by chemical reaction between acids and alcohol. Polyester is very long, quite stable. This process is not in your again syllabus, I will tell you, because we in this 8th class syllabus, children, only types of synthetic fiber is there. You can check in your book also, in that there is no chemical reactions are present, no chemical figures are there, only the upper portion you should know, kind of synthetic fiber, from which material it is made, examples, advantages, this much is in your syllabus, so we are not going so much deep in that. So let's discuss about advantages. Cushioning material in pillow, bottles, dress material, they do not wrinkle easily and maintain in easy way. So these we have discussed for making bottles, for making cushioning material in pillow. So all these are the material which are made by polyester. Okay. Then polyester plus wool, it give you polywool. Terylene plus cotton gives you terrycot. So these are the materials. When they are mixed with polyester, they come out with different kind of material, that is polywool, terrycot. So in synthetic fiber, this is a special property, different materials can come out by mixing two fabrics. Okay. Now, this is the fourth synthetic fiber, acrylic. This is basically a synthetic fiber. It resembles wool, like rayon resembles like artificial silk. In the same manner, wool, the original wool we obtain from different animal like sheep, extra. So in the same manner, when we are getting wool from sheep and other animals, so that procedure cost a lot. So for decreasing the cost, again scientist has prepared artificial wool, that is called acrylic. That is again a synthetic fiber. It resembles to wool, like silk. Artificial silk resembles like original one. Natural wool is again very expensive. Acrylic is also a polymer. It is prepared by polymerization reaction. And this, which monomer we use, that is polyacrylic nitroline. Okay, children. The wool obtained from natural sources is quite expensive. I'm reading your book. These only small paragraph is there for acrylic, whereas clothes made from acrylic are relatively cheap. They are available in variety of colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable, affordable, which makes them more popular than the natural fiber. So natural fiber we are getting from the nature, and the quantity is less in comparison to the artificial fiber we made according to our demand. Okay, so for natural we are depend on nature, so that is why these artificial fibers are more affordable and durable and more popular as comparison to the natural one. Now what are the advantages? Acrylic is light, soft, warm, cheap, durable clothes, sweaters, track suits. All these things are available in acrylic. In acrylic, lenses are also there. Okay, so from acrylic, lenses are also prepared, since they give appearance to glass also. That is why acrylic lenses are also available in the market, children. Acrylic is light, soft and warm. Since acrylic is warm, it is used as a substitute to the wool. It is less expensive as compared to the original wool. At the time, it is quite durable also. So here, with this, all types of synthetic fiber we have done. In my coming video, we start with characteristic of synthetic fiber. Children, read this chapter from your book. According to me, I have covered all the topics till now. Till page number 35, I have discussed with you. So try to read out your book once and let me know I have covered all the topics or not. Take care of yourselves, children. Have a nice day and please complete your work. Chapter number 1 and chapter number 2 notes I have shared with you all in the group. Please write down those notes as it is. Okay, and very soon I will updated you with the diagrams also. Okay, so thank you so much. Take care.